Shazam! Yes, I am Shazam. Shazam! That's it? That's all I turn into? Lame. What's going on, friends? Logan Myerz here for Cinephellas.com. Today I'm really excited to talk about a brand new film in the DC universe, Shazam! The new film is directed by David F. Sandberg, huge fan of his. He was the director of Annabelle Creation and Lights Out, which was another film made off of a short film. Really fantastic flick. So it's really cool seeing a horror director going over to the superhero realm. We still have James Wan with Aquaman, so two really good standalone flicks. The young kid Billy Batson, played by Asher Angel, really great young actor. He's kind of moving around from house to house, different foster homes. He's been on the search for his mother that he lost when he was a kid, so he's been put through the system and he can never really find his place in life and anybody he can really trust. He comes across a wizard played by Digimon Hinzu. We know who this guy is. Who? From Guardians of the Galaxy, a bunch of great films. But he plays a wizard. He's really old. He's trying to pass along his powers before he dies. And that's when Billy Batson comes across him and gains these powers and becomes Shazam! And he finds a new family, a new foster home, and he comes across one of the kids living there, Freddie Freeman, played by Jack Grazer. Huge fan of his. He was Eddie Spaghetti in It from 2017. So we'll be seeing him again this year with the It Chapter 2 coming out in September. Really excited for that, but this kid's a really great actor. He's so sarcastic and really quick and witty and has a lot of great comedic jokes in this movie. So he meets up with Billy Batson, they become friends, and with Billy really becoming the superhero Shazam, Freddy's the one he can really go to, his own little sidekick. And throughout the film, they just have a lot of great dialogue back and forth, and Freddy is really knowledgeable of the DC universe. There's like a bunch of like Batman, Superman collectibles in his room and stuff like that. And there's a lot of nods to the DC universe throughout the film. I thought that was kind of cool how they did that. We have Mark Strong in this film, huge fan of his. He plays the villain, Dr. Savannah. He's really great. He's something menacing about him as an actor, and especially this film, the way that he goes about these characters. You always kind of see him in like the villainous roles. And there's just something about him that's really intimidating. It really shows what he has as an actor, and he really does come across as a really badass villain. A few scenes in the movie with the CGI, like fighting and things like that, I didn't really care for. Obviously, the stand-up performance in this movie is Zachary. Levi, a huge fan of his, and Chuck, the TV show, was really great back in the day. And he's just a really well-rounded actor. And with this character Shazam becoming this adult superhero, even though inside he's a young teenager, Billy Batson, he delivers these kind of teenage jokes, and, trying to figure out who he is as a superhero, his superpowers. It's really fantastic how him and Freddie kind of go back and forth. Freddie's like filming him, like becoming this superhero, learning what powers he has, and kind of pushing him in the right direction. And these two characters were definitely the stand-up performances in this film, and it really had a lot of great heartfelt meanings and messages in this movie. And it's definitely a coming-of-age film, much like you would see in Big. There's a lot of references to the movie Big with Tom Hanks, one of my favorite Tom Hanks movies. And there's a particular scene with the piano on the floor. They kind of run on it, and I thought they're going to do like the whole sequence from Big. But there's just a lot of similarities to the two films, like the Big of the superhero movie. It's really cool seeing Billy as a young kid that transforms into an older man, but still a kid inside. And there's also a lot of really great supporting cast in this movie, in this foster home, with Billy and Freddie's family. They're all different foster kids, different backgrounds. The parents that run this place are really phenomenal. They bring a lot of love and joy into this house that Billy kind of becomes acclimated to, because he's been torn so many times and hurt so many times in his life. He really starts to feel welcome there and feel like they are really truly his family when he's on the search for his biological mother. A lot of great aspects to this film is obviously the writing, the script, the dialogue, the way that these characters are written. Everybody in this movie just did a fantastic job. And it seems like at times they're kind of making fun of the superhero genre, taken very seriously, but they went about this movie in a really lighthearted manner. I didn't really know much about this character. I didn't read the comics of Shazam, but they pretty much, writers did a really great job of telling the story to get a really good understanding of this character and his background. Other elements, I thought the camera work and the directing were really well done. The score in this movie is also phenomenal. One particular scene I love, they throw in some Queen. A few parts of the movie, like I said earlier, the CGI action scenes looked a little off, but that's really my only complaints of this movie. I'm not going about this looking at this film like it's an action movie. This is more of a coming of age drama / comedy. And the way, if you look at it that way, I think you guys will have a really good time. If you're going in expecting Avengers Endgame or Batman versus Superman, anything like that, this is not that type of movie. And I really love the cast of the movie. I love Jack Grazer as Freddy. I love Zachary Levi as his character. He's probably one of my favorite superheroes in the DC universe as of late, and added so much comedy and heart to it. And I really like Asher Angel playing Billy Batson's character. I think he's a really great young actor. But overall, I had a great time with Shazam. I had an absolute blast at the movie theater. I saw it yesterday at 10 a.m. The theater was completely sold out. A really good time at the movie theaters, and reminded me a lot of Big and, you know, seeing that movie as a kid. So it brought back a lot of nostalgia for me. So if you haven't seen it, definitely go check it out. I'm giving Shazam a 4.5 out of 5 Shazam hair pieces. If you guys did check out the new Shazam movie, what did you like about it? What didn't you like about it? Who's your favorite character in the DC universe? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to hit subscribe. This is Logan Myerz signing out with my good mate here, Shazam! Until the next video review, cheers!